Dear students, accounting theory. Next concept is classification of accounting theory. Classification of Classification of accounting theory. Classification of accounting theory mainly classified into three categories. One is a structural theory, and next second one is a interpretational theory, and third one is behavioral theory. Mainly three classified into classification of accounting theory. First one is classification of theory. According to Hendrickson, say that useful for the reference is to classifying theory according to a predictive labor. The following are the main classification of accounting theory. First one is a structural theory, interpretational theory, and behavioral or programmatic theory. First one is a structural theory. Structural theory means it is also called as a classification theory and descriptive theory and traditional theory. These theory attempts to explain the current accounting practices and they predicts how to account creditor and solutions on the respect of specific events is called as structural theory. Structural theory, it means it is the attempts to explain the current accounts for the practices and the paid predict how accounts certain solutions and reports is a specified events is called as a structural theory. And next concept, advantages of structural theory. First one, the theory is the most derivable to option and great invest and instant into a certain accounting policies or practices. Second one, the structure of accounting theory can be trusted from internal logical and consistency. It is based on the internal logical consistency on behalf of the structural theory. It is the most advantages of the structural theory. And next one, third one, a good theory should help for research and consisting advice and learning of a knowledge through the including of accounting theory with a reference through the advisors of a learning of a knowledge. It is the most advantages of a structural theory. And the next one, disadvantages of structural theory. A traditional theory may not be reflected and real business solutions and real world phenomena from the structural theory consisting more on accounting practices. It is on disadvantages of the structural theory. And second one, it is a traditional theory have given a rise and attractive and accepted principles and procedures with save a different result of disadvantages of a structural theory. And next one, accounting concepts do not reflect any meaning and accept casual data resulting for following specific accounting procedures. It is the most disadvantages of the structural theory. It is the behalf of disadvantages of structural theory. And the second one is interpretational theory. Interpretational theory, the name is a self indicate that this theory attempts to given a meaning to accounting practices and interpretation. All the theory expands on the giving interpretations and meaning as accounting practices are following. In other words, the theory consisting from the relationship between objectives among all those existing financial concepts and reports or documents which are prepared by the account holders through the interpretational theory. It is the interpretational, it means it is a consisting name. It means it is a self. It is regarding of a theory through the attempts to a meaning from the practices and interpretational theory expands giving a interpretation and meaning as the accounting practices of the following words. It means it is the advantages of the interpretational theory. This theory helps and analyze and assess will not accounts do they under to explain the phenomena of the accounts. Phenomena, it means it is a consisting of a theory. Phenomena of the accounts. And next, second one, the theory helps in understanding the implementation of using accounting concepts and the real business of the accounting theory. And third one, the theory is blinds components between the encryptions by the procedures and users as to accounting information through the collecting the data from the accounting theory. And no disadvantages of the interpretational theory. And next one, behavioral or programmatic theory. It is the very important for a 2 marks question. This theory attempts to measure and evaluate the economical, physiological and sociological of the effects to attempt the accounting procedures and reporting media is called a behavioral and programmatic theory. It is the very important for a 2 marks question. Okay, is it clear? Next concept is roots of accounting theory. Roots of accounting theory. Roots of accounting theory mainly classified into 3 categories. One is a decision theory, second one is a measurement theory, and third one is a information theory. Okay, first one is decision theory. Decision theory, it means a concern with what decisions are made. It is the both the descriptive and prescriptive. As per the distributing the accounting theory explanation how decisions are made as a normative. One accounting theory explain how decisions to be made. Decisions always helps for the future information and they are required to all the stages of the decided making a process is the based on the decision theory on the basis of the accounting theory. It means it is a consisting of the roots of accounting theory. And next one, advantages of decision theory. Mainly 2 advantages of decision theory. First one, it is a useful for explaining the problem. Problem ಅನ್ನು explain ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ decision theory ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಹಾಯಕಾರಿ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. And next one, it is a help for models for solving complicated problems. We can twisting a problem ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. It is a help for the twisting a problem or complicated problems for the accounting theory. And next one, disadvantages of decision theory. Only one disadvantages. It is a decision uncertain information specified for a decision making is not too reliable. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಟು ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಲಯಬಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ರಿಲಯಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ. ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಳತೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಒಂದು ವಿಧಾನ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ that arise in a measure the assessing in the information required for a decision making. It is a models from the measures concerned with the problems the arise in the measure of the arising in the information required for a decision making is called as measurement theory. Measurement theory, we can assess the information to collect the data, we can assess the information to fulfill and required of a decision making on behalf of the theories of measurement theory. And advantages of measurement theory. Measuring units is a accurate and reliable. Measurement theory is accurate and reliable. How can with the measurement theory ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ accurate ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. And next one, it is a more useful of the accounts. It is a helpful on the behalf of the rules and regulations and principles applied in the concepts. All those concepts will be applied from a measurement theory. It is a useful to accounting holders. And next one, measurement in terms of quality or money, quality and money worth of the measurement of a theory. And next one, disadvantages of measurement theory. No standard unit of a measurement. More than number of units will be available, it is not a measure. Next, second one, it is a restrictive and scope of accounting. It is not a descriptive, it is based on the prescriptive. It is not a descriptive from a measurement theory. It is a disadvantages of the prescriptive scope of accounting theory. And next one, it is a difficult to measure for the future. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ with the measure through the problems and solution. It is based on accounting theory. And third one, information theory. It is the very important from information theory. An information theory is a flow of accounting is a one type of information. The purpose of information is the help of organization and research. The objective by the purpose of use of resources. It is the based on the resources to collect the information, to collect the data, both the information through the depend upon the practices of accounting. It is based on features of accounting theory. And next one, advantages of information theory. It helps to decision making with a requiring from a decision making through the analyzing of a. It is the most decision making advantages of the information theory. And next one, it is increase the knowledge to developing the knowledge for the collecting to the all those information to increasing the knowledge. Next one, it is helps for prepare using of the resources to performance of the users through the resources. It helps to reasoning and reaching the goals to avoid the specific knowledge, both the increasing of the knowledge and resources and reaching the goals. We can helpful of the information theory. And disadvantages of information theory. Information cost is a more than benefits. To collect the information cost is a more than number of benefits. It is the truly disadvantages of the information theory. It helps in decision making. Both are the same. Advantages and disadvantages also same. And third one, exclusive information of the quality and efficiency. Through the information to collect the information through the efficient knowledge, it is the disadvantage of the information theory. And the last concept is accounting environment. It is the very important for a 2 marks question. What do you mean by accounting environment? There are changes in the economic, social, legal and concern with the practical environmental in a country. As the time of process, accounting system plays and unit role in the environmental, so the accounting system have to take the place with changing the environment is called as accounting environment. It is concerned with the environment with the regarding of the changes in the economic, social and legal contents and conclusion and political environment in countries. As a term of process, accounting system plays in a system how may take a place with the listening of environmental except 4 cities ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ 4 ಜಮ್ಮು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಜಮ್ಮು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರದೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗಳೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗ್ತವ. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಜಮ್ಮು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರನ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಉಳಿದಂಥ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಳಿಗಾಲ, ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಕಾಲ ಮತ್ತು ಮಳೆಗಾಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಟೈಪು ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಜಮ್ಮು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅದ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್, ಲೀಗಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ The time of process accounting system plays an ethical in those for some accounting systems have been those places with changing the environmental with regarding of the environmental is called as accounting environmental. Dear students, today we'll concluding the first chapter. Thank you, and discussing in the next class for unit 2 approaches to the formulation of accounting theory. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಡಾಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಯರಿಯನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಯರಿ, ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ approaches to the formulation of accounting theory. Okay, thank you.